Hi everyone, your Pat Ral here with another vlog. So I just finished watching the latest thing that came out for the Gundam franchise, and that is Mobile Suit Gundam Hathaway, which, if I am remembering this correctly, it's an adaptation of either a novel or novels called Hathaway's Flash, which Gundam Hathaway is the latest animated thing that's taking place in Gundam's Universal Century timeline. Without getting too much into things, Gundam is separated into like different continuities and whatnot, and the most well-known one is the Universal Century one, which is where the original Gundam takes place in, and a lot of its sequels. And I will admit, I don't know too much about the Universal Century aside from what I've seen. I've seen the original Gundam, I've seen Zeta Gundam, and I've seen Char's Counterattack, and Unicorn, and then what was the most recent one? Gundam NT. So other than that, I don't really know much about what else goes on in the Universal Century, except for... No, yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, I haven't seen ZZ Gundam, I think, which is what happens after Zeta. And then I think there's other things too. Victory Gundam, is that in the Universal Century timeline? Maybe, I don't know. But other than that, like, I've seen some other Gundam series like Double O, Iron-Blooded Orphans, Wing, and they take place like in their own little continuities. But I really, really like the Universal Century timeline, and one of my favorite Gundam series, it was like 7 OVAs really, but it's Gundam Unicorn. The original Gundam is also really good, but Gundam Hathaway, from what I know, it's supposed to be a trilogy of 3 movies, and I'm not going to spoil too much about what happens, but it does involve the son of Bright Noah from the original Gundam, and I'm really liking where it's going so far. Of course, the animation is beautiful, and there's a lot going on, and because it's only like the first movie, there's a lot of things just that aren't revealed that I'm sure will be revealed later on, because I don't know how this story is going to go. I do know from what I've heard from others that Hathaway is one of the more darker Gundam series. And the Universal Century is already dark as it is. Like Zeta Gundam, the ending is pretty depressing. So, yeah. But I'm really, really enjoying it so far. And there's one moment like early on in the movie where they feature the main character eating at a Jollibee, and I screamed at that point because I haven't been to a Jollibee in a long time. And just seeing it, I was like, oh, huh, Jollibee, I know what that is. But other than that, like I said, like the animation is beautiful. The music was actually really, really good. I don't know if the same composer that worked on the Gundam Unicorn soundtrack is going to be involved. I think he is. He's also the same composer that did the soundtrack for Xenoblade Chronicles X. So there's that, but I think he's involved. Now, while watching through Hathaway, I noticed that there's a lot of like callbacks and a lot of references to previous entries in the Universal Century timeline. Like there's a scene from Hathaway's point of view from Char's Counterattack, which was really, really cool. And like there's just a whole bunch of other like small little references here and there. But I'm pretty sure there's going to be more of that later on, and I don't know if that would make it so you could watch this as a standalone movie, if you get what I'm saying, because while it was really, really good, I think part of it is because I have some of the knowledge I do have from watching other Universal Century timeline Gundam series, but I don't know, maybe. I mean, this could be a good gateway into others because it doesn't reference Unicorn or NT from what I remember. At least the first movie didn't, but yeah, I don't think it did. But I mean, at least references to like Char's counterattack, that was a thing. But still, I don't know if like that would like this would be a good gateway to watch those previous entries. But if it helps people do that, then go for it because getting people into Gundam is, I feel, a good thing because I really, really like Gundam. And again, I'm not like the biggest Gundam fan out there, but like from the Gundam series that I've seen, I really, really enjoy it. And I'm gonna continue sticking with Gundam Hathaway whenever the other movies come out. So yeah. Anyways, that's just gonna be it. Just some small thoughts on Gundam Hathaway. I guess if you've seen other Gundam series, especially Universal Century ones, then go for it, watch it. And if not, maybe just for the really good animation and the interesting story. But yeah, that's gonna be it. Thank you all so much for watching, and see you all next time for another vlog. Later.